Each character has a set of unique, powerful moves called specials. They're generally stronger than normal attacks, so they require slightly more complex inputs. Think you can handle it? Nidra's first special is Cloud Surf. After dashing forward a short distance, she'll perform a swift attack. To perform these moves, do a quarter circle forward motion, then any attack button. Depending on which attack button you press, you get a different variant of the move. Go ahead and try them all. Each of Cloud Surf's variants produce a hard knockdown, which limits your opponent's options as they stand. This property makes the special a good option as both a setup and a finisher. Try experimenting in ways you can approach your opponent using Cloud Surf. With both high and low options, there are plenty of ways to catch them off guard. Next, we're going to review Nidra's 3 stance techniques. Generally speaking, each stance temporarily changes Nidra's idle pose and the types of attacks she has access to. Stances flow into and out of certain moves. Even if you're just randomly throwing up attacks, stances usually still allow you to move continuously. However, mastery of the stances is key to obtaining precise control of Nidra's full moveset. Moon stance is automatically entered after contacting your opponent, hit or block, with C, or after using Cloud Surf, B. From this stance, a number of unique attacks can be performed. After attacking, Nidra exits this stance and returns to normal. It's also possible to exit a stance without attacking. Try this step maneuver, which is exclusive to Moon stance. Step is partially invulnerable. It can be used to get Nidra closer to her opponent while dodging most attacks. Observe. Step can also be used to retreat to safety. Say one of your attacks is blocked. Here's what you can do. I yield the floor to you for practice. Star Stance puts Nidra in a low position and can be entered from down C. You must hold down to maintain the stance. Give it a try. From here, you can use A to attack while remaining in Star Stance. B exits the stance. C enters Nidra's 3rd stance, which we'll cover in more detail shortly. Now exit Star Stance with a roll by holding left or right. Excellent! That's 2 stances down with 1 more to go. Let me know when you're ready to proceed. Now, onto a topic that's a bit of a specialty of mine, magic. Your magic meter is displayed above your super meter. It's a secondary resource available to all characters. You'll find that every fighter gains and uses magic much differently. Each expression of power is unique. Many creatures in Fightin believe their abilities are actually magical. It's endearing, but despite what they call it, there are few of us who truly possess the gift. Nidra's final stance, and the one that sits at the core of her magic system, is Night Stance, in which Nidra flops down on the ground and takes a nap right in the middle of battle. Yes, us four-legged creatures are cursed into needing regular sleep to survive, but this many micro-naps in 99 seconds seems a bit excessive, don't you agree? Just saying. Anyway, enter your sudden slumber with D. Night Stance is primarily used to charge Nidra's magic. See it in glorious action. Some of us do a little more than sleep to maintain peak performance, like, you know, hard work and study, just saying. For Night Stance, a wider variety of attacks can be performed. Let's start with the basics. Moving on, Night Stance has two more sets of attacks. Only these allow you to remain in the stance. Flip and Flop and Toss and Turn are performed by holding a direction while pressing D. Flip and Flop, left or right D, produce different attacks depending on whether Nidra is on her back or her belly. With Flip and Flop, the rule of thumb is, alternate directions to stay asleep, repeat directions to wake up. What is a thumb? For Toss and Turn, down left or down right D, it's a little simpler, holding the same direction regardless of which, while continuously pressing D keeps the attacks going. You can leave Night Stance without attacking simply by pressing up or by holding left or right. Tap left and tap right work too. One final note, all Night Stance attacks cost a bit of magic to use, but they will refund magic if you successfully hit. There certainly is a lot you can do with this ability, isn't there? Go ahead and practice some more. We'll move on to other uses of Nidra's magic when you're done. Dream Drop is a spell that creates a bouncing orb made of condensed night magic. It costs 1 magic to use, and each variant launches the projectile from a different angle. It also works in the air. See for yourself.
Dream Drop. Follow the path.
Doesn't this attack seem familiar? Someone else you know might have perfected a similar technique already, with dark magic. The superior magic. Just saying. Go ahead and practice more if you'd like. I'm moving on.
Dream Drop. Dream Drop.
When Nidra's magic is fully charged, she's able to enter an awakened state with Tap Down D. The primary use for this ability is to immediately cancel out of whatever you were doing, even a missed attack. This can afford you a second chance if things don't quite work out as planned.
I see!
After using Awakened State, Nidra's magic begins draining. It drains much more rapidly if your opponent starts comboing you. When empty, Awakened State ends. While in Awakened State, landing any hit refills magic and Dream Drop costs less magic, allowing more to be fired off at a time. In addition, Nidra gains access to a powered-up version of Dream Drop with Quarter Circle Back D. Using this version immediately empties Nidra's magic, thus ending Awakened State. Let's go through the whole sequence. Charge your magic with Night Stance, enter Awakened State, then use Magic Dream Drop.
it up. Follow the path.
Well done. I'll leave you to continue when you're ready to move on.
I have awoken.
Nidra's level 1 super is Blooming Lotus. Open your mind's eye and float into sweet oblivion. This attack lifts Nidra straight upwards, so you must be relatively close to your opponent for it to hit.
Awaken and flow.
Nidra's level 2 super is Lotus Seed. When activated, Nidra conjures a special projectile that orbits her, which can strike the opponent up to 3 times. Give it a go.
Awaken and let the light protect. Awaken and manifest.
Congratulations! This marks the end of the basics section. If you'd like to keep going, I've got stacks of notes here expanding on how each of the fighters work. So, if you'd like to exit the tutorial here, it would be a good stopping point. To continue on, choose Resume Game.